On today's show, we take a look at how parents and students are adapting to the new norm and word on UNLV's new academic program.
We also talk with 1 October survivors and a freelance producer. All that and more coming up on Studio G.
Happy Tuesday, Rebels. Welcome back to Studio G, news made for the Rebel in you. I'm Brianna Favriger.
And I'm Alan Barber. It's been 3 years since Las Vegas was brought to a standstill on a late October night. Earlier this month, families and survivors of the 1 October shooting gathered together in remembrance. Anthony Ramos has more.
This year marks the third anniversary of the Route 91 festival shooting.
We get together at least one day on anniversary weekend as a family, and we just have our own little reunion every year.
The tribute included music, food, rides, and table booths. Family and friends of those who lost their lives on that horrible night were invited on stage to speak about their loved ones.
We have several of the victims' families here today with us, and it's really awesome to have them with us, to know that they come out here every year with us, and they come and celebrate with us, and they come and let us know that they're here with us. It definitely makes it to know that you have that bond with them.
On October 1st, 2017, 64-year-old Stephen Paddock opened fire on a crowd of 22,000 Route 91 attendees, killing 61 people and injuring more than 800 more. Anthony Ramos, Studio G News.
3 years later, we are still Vegas strong.
It's amazing to see the Las Vegas community come together, just like this local car group. Caroline Cook has the details.
During these unprecedented times of COVID-19, nothing is certain. One thing that remains, though, is one local Las Vegas group's love for cars. Homegrown is an up-and-coming car group with the motto, "Stay close to your roots." The team is family-oriented in order to promote longevity in the car community, which is typically comprised of individuals from all over the world that come and go frequently in different car groups. Homegrown is selective of the members they include in their activities in order to maintain the integrity of the group and their family-driven roots. I spoke to RJ DeCastro to hear about what being a part of Homegrown and his love of cars means to him.
One of the only things that we have that we can do during these times is go to car meets. And car meets are a place where you could see the most craziest things ever. Like, craziest things. You can go there, hang out with your friends. There's always vendors there. Usually there are vendors there, taco trucks and dessert trucks. During these times, there's not much we could do. So the best times where we could just hang and have fun is at night at these car meets.
Homegrown founder and president Jules says, "When I made Homegrown, I wanted to make sure that all of these values are constantly remembered when speaking with every individual because I value each and every one of them. I have a vision and a passion for my team that I won't fail to achieve."
Despite the current pandemic situation, where most socializing and hobbies have been put to a stop, community-led car meets are a great way to get some fresh air and see some hot rods. Socially distanced, of course. You can catch Homegrown at your local upcoming Las Vegas car meets. For Studio G, I'm Caroline Cook.
Be sure to give @homegrown.lv on Instagram a like and follow them to see when their next car meet is.
UNLV's College of Hospitality will be introducing a new and exciting academic program. Our own Brianna Favriger has more.
UNLV's Hera College of Hospitality announced they will be creating the nation's first academic program in fast casual restaurant management, thanks to a $5 million gift from Andrew and Peggy Churn, Las Vegas residents and co-founders of Panda Restaurant Group.
Traditionally, hospitality schools have focused really on hotels and fine dining restaurants. If we think about the hospitality industry and we think specifically about the restaurant industry, there's so many segments to think about. And one of those segments that is a constant growth is what we call fast casual. Now, fast casual is companies like Chipotle, it's companies like Panda Express.
Fast casual restaurants continue to be one of the fastest growing industries, even in the midst of a pandemic. UNLV believes the fast casual sector is still not well understood, but through this specialized program, they'll be able to introduce this exciting career to more young talent.
We're the only hospitality program really in the world that it will have a concentration in the fast casual segment.
Students who choose the fast casual concentration will be able to learn everything that goes into running their own business, from cleaning the store to business strategies for growth. The opportunity to gain a broad range of skills is a big reason why Shoemaker believes the new concentration will be a big hit with current and future hospitality college students.
We want to see students who take this concentration, get great jobs, and come back and tell other students that this is a great opportunity.
Dean Shoemaker calls this gift transformative to the college, and he hopes this will be able to ensure the educational opportunities presented to students are at the highest level. Reporting for UNLV Studio G, I'm Brianna Faverger.
We look forward to seeing what this program has in store for UNLV. The college will launch its first class in the spring semester for those interested to sign up for the program. Now, let's toss it over to Brianna to see how our weather is looking.
Good afternoon, I'm Brianna Faverger with your weather update for today. All right, this morning we were at 81 degrees, sunny weather, visibility at 10, wind speeds at 6 miles per hour, and humidity is at 13. This afternoon, still at 81 degrees, still sunny as ever, and the high is normally supposed to be at 93 today. The low for tonight should be about 63 degrees, and it's sunny. Tonight, 64 degrees, clear skies, slight wind. It's going to be about 6 miles per hour. Shouldn't be too bad, though. Right now around the valley, Centennial is at 80 degrees alongside Summerlin and Southern Highlands. North Las Vegas is at 81 degrees alongside the valley. Green Valley is at 80 degrees, Henderson's at 81, and Nellis is also at 81, and Boulder City, you are 79 degrees, cool as always. For your 5-day forecast, tomorrow it's going to be sunny, 95 degrees in the daytime, 64 for your low. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday, sunny all day. Thursday is going to be 90 in the daytime, 63 for your low. Friday, 86 in the morning, 61 for your low, 91 is going to be on Saturday and 63 degrees at night, and Sunday is 91 degrees, 61 for your low. And that's all the weather I have for you today. Now let's throw it over to Alan with today's special guest.
What's going on, everyone? It's Trayvon, aka Brother Barnes. I'm taking over UNLV Pike Instagram today, so just follow along, follow me on Instagram, and you'll see a little bit more about who I am and what I got going on today, starting with the gym.
So, my guest today is Trayvon Barnes. He's an entrepreneur, he's a big fan of the Raiders, and he's very talented in this new hype. We call it the One Wheel. And I'm going to ask him some questions today, get to know the community at large. So Trayvon, how are you feeling?
You know, I'm glad to be here. I appreciate you guys having me today. So thank you.
Yeah, of course, you know, we're always welcome to have you on. And so, what I'm hearing is you started the very first drone club on campus at UNLV. How was that process? You know, as I see you are someone that is taking this to like a very good liking, and I'm pretty sure there's other people who have joined and just shared that same interest and passion as you.
Right. So starting an organization at UNLV was very much a learning experience because I haven't done it before. There's a lot of resources on campus that help me out, but the Involvement Center online is where it all starts. Of course, there's some registration requirements. You know, I had to draft a constitution, I had to get an advisor, and then, you know, start looking for members of the club. And fortunately, they had some events pre-COVID days on campus where I was able to meet new people, fly around, show them what I'm about. And I got up to 53 members so far in just the first year.
Wow.
So it's taking off. I'm really excited about, you know, what I can do with the collaboration of drones and different video productions, and just kind of see where it goes from there.
So are you saying you just had to go through like some tape, but it's all for the safety and for the fun of everyone in need?
Yeah, so everybody that's an organization is affiliated with UNLV. So we have to make sure that we're upholding, you know, certain standards, and that we also don't have a certain club that exists already. So you want to make sure if you're going to start a club that there's not another one already, and try to find people that are like faculty and students that are interested in the same thing, and you know, that's how it kind of grows organically.
You hear that? The one and only. He started it all. And moving on to this piece of equipment that you got. This is the one wheel, right?
This is a one wheel.
It's
yeah,
amazing. So I've been seeing this everywhere, almost as like the new form of transportation. So what kind of community is it? It's not like some hype community anymore. Like I feel like just like last week it was the hoverboard.
Yeah, so One Wheel is made in America. This is a truly amazing machine. It's called the One Wheel, obviously because there's one wheel, but it rides like a surfboard, a snowboard, and a skateboard combined. You know, it's very interesting how it works. You pretty much balance it, help you go forward or backwards. And the drone community started all this for me, honestly. There was guys that were at the races, and when they crashed their drone, they used this to go pick it up. And it could be up to a mile away. The range is 18 miles on these. So you can crash no matter where you're at, and it beats walking any day.
That's amazing.
So the community in Las Vegas is huge. I started finding more people on Facebook, the Las Vegas One Wheel group, and that's where I was able to kind of go to meetups. They have what's called a pint night, where we go and get as many guys as we can on Tuesdays and Fridays to meet up. And you know, it's guys, girls, everybody in between. This is a huge community, and we're open and welcome to, you know, new people all the time.
Wow, I'm really fascinated by all of this, honestly. Wow.
Thank you.
So crossing over with the one wheel and the drone, you're also an entrepreneur, and crossing with that, how does it feel with you? I hear you have a production company. Are you starting a production company, or you are?
Right.
And how has that been? Like, how did you come up with to start on that? And
yeah,
are you gaining a following? Are you getting people to like help along and basically start up like Vegas Grown?
Yeah, definitely. I was born and raised here in Vegas, so it's an interesting story how my transition to film and production kind of happened. I was more interested in business and engineering originally, but drones once again started this whole entire industry for me. Once I got a Christmas gift, I figured out how drones kind of work as a toy, and then I learned I can build them myself and just put a GoPro on top. It's kind of what this mount here is for. And so I started learning how to build drones and figured out how to use the video that's recording to my advantage.
Wow.
Because not only is it fun to do, but people are amazed when they see drone footage, a bird's eye perspective. And so when I found out, you know, I was good at what I do and people were interested in, you know, it's a paying product, I figured I can put two and two together and do what I love while also making money.
It's amazing. Wow, it's kind of like you kept like the kid inside like alive. You know, I feel like that's something that's very important with, you know, with everything, especially in today's situation and the whole landscape. So, well, I want to thank you for your time, Trayvon. You've been very kind, and you've been just informing me of like all the new things that I've been well out the loop. So I want everyone to go follow him on the social media. Where can he be found?
So my username on Instagram is @tigers_I. So it's Tiger's Eye. The eye of the camera lens is the eye of the tiger. And so my middle name is Tiger, and that's how those two go together. I'm also live today on Instagram for the Pike at UNLV community. So go follow UNLV_Pikes, and you can see some more footage of what I got going on today.
Oh, wow. So get that here today, folks. This man started it all, has the eye of the tiger, as he just dropped it in his name. He sees it all. And I can tell he's ready for one more Raider game, because we are one nation, one Raider nation.
That's right.
So,
go Raiders.
Thank you. Thank you, Trayvon, for everything.
No problem.
Now, let's send it back to Brianna at the desk.
The COVID-19 pandemic has created a new norm for many people. CCSD students return to school, and for the first time, they are completely online and remote. Studio G's Anthony Ramos brings us that story.
I'm here at UNLV's Free Speech Zone, an area on campus that used to be heavily populated by students, now looks like a ghost town thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic. But these rebels have an advantage that CCSD students don't. They get to decide whether their classes are in person or online. CCSD students as of this semester have been forced to deal with distance learning. I had the chance to speak with a CCSD instructor to give us his take on distance learning, as well as a parent and a student. As the current COVID-19 pandemic takes over the valley, students enrolled in CCSD schools have been switched to online learning.
The academic, environment has not changed. So the state standards are still the same. The actual curriculum itself as to how we go about teaching a subject matter, that hasn't changed. That's the same as it was last year.
Distance learning takes away from the face-to-face interaction between teachers and students.
Well, it's affected all teachers tremendously. We're really trained to be in classroom physical teachers where we have an actual student body in front of us that we're working with.
I like going to actual school more because you can actually socialize with your friends, and it's actually easier for your teacher to help you than if you're getting disconnected on Zoom.
Students still connect with one another and their teachers using platforms such as Google Classroom, Canvas, and Zoom.
Google Meets is like a big FaceTime call with however many kids are in your class as well as your teacher. And you log on, and that is how they mark you present or absent for attendance, is if you show up. On Google Meets, people are able to present their screens. So if I am presenting, say, one of my Google Slides for my class, I can actually present what I'm doing and get my points for a set assignment.
I spoke with Roxana Valladares, an active parent within CCSD, who says that she's concerned about the mental well-being of the students.
My opinion is I understand why it's being done. Obviously, it's to protect our children. I do feel, though, the need for the children to socialize is a big aspect for their mental health, for their physical health.
The big thing is find something for your children to do outside of just the distance learning.
Have the kids wear the masks going to school. There's different options. I do believe that the school district should look into those.
CCSD is expected to revisit COVID-19 limitations, including the need for distance learning, in January of 2021. I'm Anthony Ramos with Studio G News.
The school board will be discussing the possibility of students returning back to the classroom in early January. That's all time we have for today. Be sure to tune in Thursday at noon for more Studio G. I'm Brianna Faverger.
And I'm Alan Barber. Thank you for watching.